Das ist bestimmt eine super Idee. Zeichnen ist ja ein echt tolles Bild von Emma. Who the fuck are you? Yeah. Who's there? We didn't just imagine that, did we? He was wearing a silk hat. Friend of yours? Hardly. Whoever that was, he sure looked suspicious. In the wings. What is it with today? Problem after problem. Achtung. You ain't kidding. It's the two leading members of the Governors, Apollo. Clavier on vocals and Darian on guitar. That's so cool. I have a hard time thinking of Clavier as anything but a prosecutor, honestly. Huh? What are they arguing about? Probably the case, I'd bet. My hog won't start. My guitar case is busted. My guitar's been burnt to a crisp, and to top it all off, someone is dead. And then there was that performance just now. What was that all about? Hey man, don't blame me. You were the one who missed the cue. Me? Miss a cue? How could I conceivably get the most important part of that song wrong? How? And what was all that tinny playing of yours? Who you calling tinny? Sounds like they're having a spat. One of those differences in musical direction bands are always splitting up over. This is hardly the time. What are you two doing here? We were just discussing the investigation, if you don't mind. Sorry, wait, you were what? Listen, you need to confirm that with the Republic of Virginia, Detective Crescent. Bess? Right, anything else? What did you just call him? Detective? Greetings. Darian Crescent, Criminal Affairs, Division 3. Hello? Criminal Affairs? Apollo, you really don't know anything about the Governors, do you? Something tells me that's about to be remedied. About the crime. Which crime do you mean? The murder, what else? Oh, that. For me, today has been a hit parade of crimes, you see. Prosecutor Gavin was singing the blues earlier, wasn't he? Something about his hog and his guitar case. Ich glaube, Criminal, ja. Aber die haben ja. Vielleicht ist Criminal Affairs irgendwie so allgemein und dann gibt es nochmal andere spezielle Abteilungen. Ich kenne mich mit Polizeiabteilung auch nicht aus. In Yakuza 4, was ich gerade spiele, kommen irgendwie total viele verschiedene Polizeiabteilungen vor, die irgendwie verschiedene Namen haben. I'm afraid you know more about the killing of Mr. Latouche than I do. For now, at least. Huh? You were the one who found the body, yeah? While we were in the middle of the performance, no less. Aren't you going to examine the crime scene, Prosecutor Gavin? I'll leave that to Fräulein Detective. Wouldn't want to step on her toes. They're not exactly best buddies, are they? Emma and Prosecutor Gavin, I mean. Well, what to do next? We've already checked out the scene. Prosecutor Gavin may be right. We might be the most informed for once. Den Leichenlappen für die Toiletten und die Türklinken. Das ist... Kann man ja nicht mal sagen, dass sie das vielleicht lassen soll? Maybe Prosecutor Gavin can shed some light on things we found. I don't believe you, Apollo. How can you come to this concert and not know about the Governors? It's not surprising why even our ancestors knew nothing of America's existence once. I know America exists. The Governors aren't just an average rock band, Apollo. Each member is connected to the police somehow. The police? The real police. By day they pack heat, but by night they heat up the stage. By day those lips interrogate, by night they sing songs of unrequited passion. Okay. They debuted 7 years ago with 13 years hard time for love. Then came Love with No Chance of Parole and My Boyfriend is the Prosecution's Witness. The list of hits goes on and on. This here is my right-hand man, Darian Crescent. I make the melodies and he attacks them with his guitar. He's a bit of a rogue, really. And this guy's a bit of a perfectionist. When a performance goes the least bit wrong, he goes into this funk, just like today. I hope Murder would be a bit more off-putting than a ruined concert. The concert today, a disaster. I'll get to the bottom of this and then we'll see who missed a cue. They missed cue? They were arguing about that before. Great, I love nothing more than questioning tormented artists. What is this missed cue you keep talking about? Haha, you heard it, didn't you? From the audience. Actually, I didn't notice anything. See, no amateur is going to pick up on that. Can you guarantee an entire audience of amateurs? No. Now take a listen to this. What is that? A mixing board. We used it to record our concert tonight. Are we supposed to be investigating a murder here? Well, we've come this far. Might as well go all the way. I've always wanted to learn about the recording industry. Oh my god, was ist denn jetzt los? This is but one of the devices used in recordings. We're a 5-part band. This lets us record each member's performance separately. You use the sliders to adjust the volume for each part. Check it out. Ja, und wie? Ach so. Wow, neat. Das ist witzig gemacht. So you could say here only the drum part? Of course. That's how we'll find the criminal guilty of missing his cue tonight. I'm more concerned with the other criminal, the one who kills people. You want help on the case? Then help me with mine. I guess rock and roll comes before prosecuting. Let's begin. First we bring up the part of the performance in question. You simply choose the section of the song you wish to hear on the uppermost bar. Like so. There it is. Now listen. Oh, ja, da habe ich was gehört. Was something wrong? You couldn't hear it? Listen again closely. The timing is a little off, isn't it? You see, there, right at the most important part, and even an amateur can hear it. An amateur with a mixing board, maybe. You're missing the point. We'll never stamp out crime until we're perfect. Perfect. Here he goes again. Right, for amateur, you will prove my point. Huh, me? You will find the missed cue. You will tell us which instrument, which part is the guilty part. But how? Did I not just explain it? Move the sliders with W and S to adjust the volume for each part. Then you will find the part that hopelessly bungles the cue with A and D. You'll find it with your untrained amateur ears. Nothing to do but try, Apollo. I guess. I'll admit, this looks kind of fun. First, a quick review. Okay, jump to another section. E. Yeah, then you switch parts. Got it. Once you found the guilty part, press R to point it out. Time to rock. Cool. Jetzt können wir hier. Die zweite Gitarre war's. Vor allem, glaube ich. Ich finde es so gerade interessant, den Song mal in kleinen Einzelteilen zu hören. Aber gut. Aber man kann so das Metronom an- und ausmachen. Da. This part is off. Which is that? Second guitar. It was you, Darian. Oh, well, looks like the cat is out of the bag. Oh, well, that's all you have to say. That kind of attitude lets killers walk free, Darian. Here they go again. Maybe it wasn't such a good idea to ask about the concert. It's starting to feel like we're just wasting time. It's all experience under our belts that can't be bad. Oh, cool. So it's against the mixing board. Still can't get over the title for that song. Guilty Love. Ah, übrigens, wir haben deine scheiß Schlüssel gefunden. I was wondering if you knew anything about this. That... Does it look familiar? Familiar? It's mine. That's my key ring. I've been looking all over for it. What? This is yours, Mr. Gavin? I knew it. Apollo, how can you make that I knew it face? This is the key ring that was... Yeah, I know. Thanks anyway. So, where did you find it? You're not gonna like this, but... Der Songtitel ist mir nageln. Und wenn sie umfällt, nageln wir sie noch weiter, oder wie? Actually, the victim was holding it. Like, he was trying to keep it from the killer. Wow, ich glaube, das erste Mal im Spiel, dass wir Klavier Gavin so schockiert erleben. What? The victim? You mean Mr. Latouze had my keys? Indeed. When will my trials be over? Speaking of trials, I've never heard Mr. Gavin whine in court like he has been today. Emma was right about the fop, I'll give her that. Apollo, Mr. Gavin, maybe we can help. Tell us about your troubles today. I really don't think that's... Tell us. And we'll keep mum about the keyring for now. Are you blackmailing me, Fräulein? You were saying something about your motorcycle not starting. Once again. You're well informed. Was heißt you're well informed? Wir haben mal zugehört. You mentioned it a few times. It all happened this morning. It's all this key ring's fault. The key ring? It's got all my keys on it, yeah? My bike key, my car key, and the key to my guitar case. Wait, so this key ring... It disappeared. I thought I'd put it in my jacket pocket. Prosecutor Gavin's keyring disappeared? I had to come to the concert by taxi. How embarrassing. Okay, also ich erinnere mich an diesen Fall auch gar nicht mehr. Ich weiß nicht, wer der Täter ist. Und bisher wirkt das alles sehr verwirrend. Warum hat das Opfer seinen scheiß Ring in der Hand gehabt? And in order to get my guitar out, I had to break the lock. Wait, this guitar wasn't the one that... The very one, up in flames. Okay, irgendjemand hat wahrscheinlich seinen Schlüssel geklaut, um an seine Gitarre zu kommen und da irgendwas reinzutun, was dazu geführt hat, dass sie angefangen hat zu brennen. Da muss ja irgendwas drin gesteckt haben. Aber wieso hatte dann der Typ das? And right on stage, too. I actually thought that was part of the show. Crazy. And to top it off, Mr. Latouze's life was taken. Nobody told me about days like these. Strange days indeed, you think? What's wrong, Trucy? Well, I was just trying to make sense of everything. First, this heart-shaped keyring gets stolen. Then a very expensive guitar flares up on stage. Then Mr. Latouze dies. Yes, and... Could it all really be just a coincidence? Coincidence? Meaning? Darian, can you make any sense of all this? Hey, don't look at me. What do you think, Apollo? Huh? I mean, either Mr. Gavin's having a really bad day, or all this was planned. You aren't thinking what I think you're thinking. Are you, Fräulein? I am. What? Hey, don't leave me in the dark with Spike here. The name is Apollo, but yeah, I agree. Don't leave us in the dark. What are you talking about? Haven't you noticed a connection, Apollo? A curious connection between all of Mr. Gavin's troubles today. Well... Natürlich. You know, something was bugging me too. The keyring and the guitar and the body. Ich meine, also mir ist halt vorhin in den Sinn gekommen, dass jemand den Schlüsselbund wahrscheinlich geklaut hat, um irgendwas mit seiner Gitarre anzustellen. So down there, Polly. You look a wee bit dizzy. Wobei ich immer noch nicht weiß, was soll die brennende Gitarre on stage damit zu tun haben, dass dann ja viel später erst jemand erschossen wurde. Slow down there, Polly. You look a wee bit dizzy. He's bluffing. He hasn't figured it out. Fess up if you're a man. You're as clueless as I am. Huh? No, give her forehead a chance. Let's see her evidence of the connection. Shall we? Evidence? I better... Oh, der Songtext. Der fucking Songtext. Der Songtext. Das ist es. Das ist was mir tatsächlich ja vorhin aufgefallen ist. Es ist alles in dem Songtext, zu dem passt, was passiert ist. Come on. Let's see it. What is the connection between all of Mr. Gavin's troubles? It's this, isn't it? The lyrics sheet, the guitar's serenade. What does that got to do with anything? It has everything to do with everything. Though I wouldn't have believed it if the Fräulein hadn't pointed it out. But what are you talking about, man? Enough with the riddles. Maybe it is a coincidence, or perhaps it means something. Don't you think, Fräulein? I do. Everything that's happened to Mr. Gavin's day is predicted in the lyrics to this song. What? No way. Look, just think about everything that's happened to Mr. Gavin. Let's list them in the order that they occurred while reading this lyrics sheet. First, the keyring was stolen. And not just any keyring, a heart-shaped keyring. Stole away the keys my heart held onto so time. It's right here. When you stole away the... Okay, it's off. This is a heart holding keys. And next, his guitar burst into flame. Burning on in my heart, fire burned my love away. And then Mr. Latouche was killed. Like a bullet of love, fire take my life away. But that's crazy. Yeah, no kidding. So everything that happened today here, this song predicted it all? Or perhaps it was the other way around. Huh? The criminal could have based their crime on the lyrics. Ich meine, das ist ja dann das wahrscheinlich, aber es wird nicht einfach irgendwie auf übernatürliche Weise der Song irgendwas vorhergesagt haben. But who would go through all that trouble? Someone who moves in mysterious ways, no doubt. I believe you stumbled upon something quite vital and quite annoying, Fräulein. She looks pleased. The lyrics predicting the crime, Clavier, seems a bit more than just a coincidence to me. I have to agree. The keyring, the guitar, and the murder. The keyring might have been dropped by accident, yet the victim was holding it. Hard to think that it was unconnected. That's true. Prosecutor Gavin's as calm and collected as ever. So the criminal matched their actions to the lyrics? That sounds likely. Why would anyone do that? While we think about that, I'm going to get cracking on the biggest crime here. I'm going to talk to the Virginian embassy about this Mr. Latouche. All right. Thanks, Darian. I'll leave the pondering of mysteries to you. I'm out of here. A foreign national, Mr. Latouche, was killed. It seems like that would have to be the point of all this. But they did more than that. They left us with not only a murder, but a mystery. Mr. Gavin sure is irritable today. Maybe this is the real Prosecutor Gavin we don't get to see in the courtroom. I've had enough, frankly. If you find any more mysteries, do me a favor and keep them to yourselves, yeah? Yeah, I mean, yes. I guess this is all we're gonna get from Prosecutor Gavin. That leaves Lamoureux to question. Ja, aber wieder, wir haben noch keinen Interpreter mehr. Wie sollen wir denn irgendwas verstehen, was sie sagt? Prosecutor Gavin, do you know where Lamoureux is now? Oh, I had her go to my dressing room. With that pianist, Machi Tobaya, of course. She seemed rather shocked by Mr. Latouse's sudden passing. The Governor's dressing room. Got it. Muss man gleich mal etwas Bier wegbringen. Move. Move, bitch, out of the way. Der schon wieder. Who's there? Ich weiß gar nicht, wie ich den sprechen soll, wenn er irgendwann mal den Mund aufmachen sollte. There he goes again. Who is that guy? Huh? Trucy? You know, he did look sort of familiar. So he is a friend of yours. No, that's not it. Sorry, I don't remember. Curiouser and curiouser. Oh, falsches Zimmer. Ah, Lamoureux. What has happened? I heard that Mr. Latouze has... Du kannst ja doch sprechen. Died. You speak? I mean, you speak English. Yes. I was invited here from the Republic of Virginia, but I am not Virginia by birth. But wasn't Mr. Latouze your interpreter? That, yes, well, it was Mr. Latouze's idea. He thought it would add to the mystery, you see. Then your pianist is also... No, Machi Tobaya is Virginian. He does not speak English. Now please tell me, what has happened to Mr. Latouze? Why did he... Actually, Mr. Latouze was... Trucy? Huh? Remember what Prosecutor Gavin said? Not a word. But Mr. Latouze is Lamoureux's manager. That's not fair to her. I mean, isn't she a related party? Precisely who Prosecutor Gavin doesn't want to alert, I'd suspect. All we have been told is to wait here in this room. It is very unsettling. I'm sorry, we're trying to figure it out ourselves. Genau. Und Lateinisch. Do you think I could ask you some questions? Of course, I am always willing to help. She's as calm as she looked on stage. I can't put my finger on why, but I like this Lamoureux. What is it, Machi? What? But you'd be alone. What seems to be the problem? Machi, he's not good around strangers. He wishes to go out for a breath of fresh air. Would that be all right? Sure, of course. Very well. What is it you wished to ask me about? The Republic of Virginia, that's in Northern Europe, right? Das sieht wirklich irgendwie aus, als hätte Tiana sich aus dem Gefängnis geschlichen. I've never even heard of it. He started out singing in a restaurant. Then a producer called me. Before I knew it, here I am. You don't say. You know, my daddy plays piano in a restaurant, but he sucks. Producers tend to look for a talent, true. Lamoureux, you're not from Virginia originally? Were you born here? Well... Oh, is that supposed to be a secret? Image is everything when you're a star. I know a bit about that, of course. Yes, it is something like this. A of contract, you might say. I'm also not to speak anything but Virginian in public. Image is important, I guess. Aber ich sehe gerade, dass sie doch nicht so ein Ding hat. Oder hatte der die... She's not all image, though. Her songs are lovely. A real landscape painter in sound. A painter in what? She travels the world turning the sights she sees into music. That's the secret to your music's beauty, right? You're very perceptive. Oh, I use your songs all the time in my stage act. I don't have to pay royalties for that, do I? Stop while you're ahead, Trucy. This landscape painter in sound, too, is an image. Yet without it, my songs would not be so widely heard. They even call you the siren of the ballad, right? Oh, Witness is the siren, huh? Yes, in Borginian, La Mirror means the siren. I fear that perhaps already I am not the siren I once was. The pianist, Machi, was it? He's cute, like a porcelain doll. He's very European. Well, that's the Beschreibung. I met him while singing in restaurants in Virginia. He's an orphan, yet his playing is exquisite. Soon he came to live with me. It's like a fairy tale, almost. I noticed he hardly leaves your side. Oh, it's Apollo. Yes, well, he is blind. At first I hesitated at dragging him across the world. He doesn't speak English either, does he? He had never left Virginia before we met. I made his presence part of my contract. Machi and I together are La Mirror. Together, always. Mr. Letouze was my new manager. New? Yes, from 3 months ago. Around when I received Mr. Gavin's invitation to come, I met Mr. Letouze at my office. He was to be my manager and bodyguard. And as it turned out, my interpreter. Interpreter, even though you do speak English. Yes, but we were to visit more places than just here. We had a concert in Japan scheduled after the original game does take place in Japan. Though I fear that it may have to be cancelled now. Was Mr. Letouze from the Republic of Virginia too? Well, he was only with me for 3 months. I'm afraid there is much I do not know about him. And now, I shall never know. No one will even tell me why he has died. I'm sorry. Prosecutor Gavin said we weren't to talk to anyone. Mr. Letouze was a talented man. The siren of the ballad. That phrase was his idea, you know. I am happy for him that it has become so well known. The siren, that's what he meant. Huh? Apollo? You are the siren, right, La Mirror? Hat sie doch vorhin gesagt. That is the meaning of my name in Virginian, yes. It was the name my producer gave me, but why do you ask? It's very important. I had to know for sure if the siren was you. What do you mean important? I'll tell you. You deserve to know. Siren, it turns out that's a very important word in this case. How? When we found Mr. Letouze, he was still alive. What? I heard him say something. His last words. He said siren? Really? I was the only one there to hear it, but I'm sure that's what he said. Mr. Letouze said that? Ask the witness. And you're the siren, La Mirror. Did you see what happened? La Mirror? Jetzt bräuchten wir dieses Magatam-Haus in 2 Teilen davor. Might ask, are you with the police? Well, no, I'm a defense attorney. An attorney? Yet there have been no arrests, yes? Is that a problem? Does an attorney not work for a client? If you have no client, you should leave the investigation to the police, I think. But La Mirror, I'm sorry, but I cannot answer your questions. I'm afraid to lack the authority to ask them. Why? If she witnessed the crime, why won't she tell us? Das mit dem Magatham war irgendwie ganz cool. I believe we are through here. I believe so. Auch wenn ich mich manchmal voll doof angestellt habe, weil ich nicht wusste, ob ich schon genau Sachen hatte. Hier, ich erschieße dich jetzt. Peng. Okay, ich denke... One of the most pleasant refusals I've had. Ich denke, sie wird jetzt nicht mehr mit uns reden, oder? Oh, oder doch? That reminds me. Does this brooch look familiar to you? My brooch, yes. Well, it may be mine. Yours, Lameroy? Yeah, I was wearing a brooch earlier, you see. I must have lost it. Well, that explains the brooch we found. It was Lameroy's. Thank you. I was wondering where I dropped it. So this brooch belongs to her. That begs the question, though, why it was there. Is something wrong, Apollo? What was this brooch doing at the crime scene? Da sagt sie nichts zu. Okay. Dann muss sicher gehen, dass ich nicht irgendwie was verpasse. Gut, dann gehen wir wohl mal wieder. Whoa, who's there now? It's you. Where are you? Emma. Is something wrong? She looks grumpier than usual. You bet something is wrong. The impossible has happened. It's all your fault, you know. Oops, maybe this is about us leaving the crime scene. What do you mean by impossible? It's gone. Ist jetzt die Leiche weg oder was? Utterly gone. What is gone? The body, stupid. What else? Mr. Latusse's body has disappeared. What? Oh, da war doch vorhin dieser Magician-Typ da. Wer wäre denn geeigneter, eine Leiche verschwinden zu lassen, als ein Zauberer? July 8, Monroe's dressing room. Ah, Prosecutor Gavin. From your vacant stare, I gather you've heard the news. I heard Mr. Latusse's body has gone missing. Look for yourself. What the shit? Kannst du nicht einfach eine ganze Leiche hier verschwinden lassen? Stand dieser Riesenkoffer noch draußen auf dem Flur? Da müssen wir gleich mal nachgucken. Quite the pickle. Quite the pickle. How can you just stand there? We have to start the investigation. There's no need for alarm, Fräulein Detective. All entrances and exits have been sealed. The body will not leave the building. So I suggest we go find ourselves a cadaver. There will be plenty of time to ponder the whys later. Well, you seem pretty sure of yourself, Mr. Gavin. Oh, we'll find him. I'm rather enjoying this. How could Mr. Latusse's body just disappear? Why do you hurt the man? Let's get searching. Hey, I don't know if this is exactly the right time, but... Yes, Darian. See, Geeter's gone missing. It was in the dressing room. Geeter? Who's Geeter? That's what I call my guitar. You like, man? Your guitar was stolen. Was? Warum ist denn jetzt auch noch seine Gitarre weg? This hasn't been a good day for guitars or Geeters. Okay, body first, then guitar. And if someone finds that guitar, please bring it to our dressing room. Geeter's like a missing person, not lost and found, man. Well, this sure is a, what did he call it? A sausage? No, wait, it was a pickle. And it's your pickle. I told you to stay in the room. Fingers off my pickle, please. Sorry, not much else I can say other than sorry. It's all right. Top priority now is finding that body. You can make it up to me later. Uh-oh. 10 bags or so of chocolate snackoos should do the trick nicely. You should watch your sugar intake, Emma. Wenn wir mal so viel ihr zeigen können. Nicht wirklich. Nee, dieser Riesenkoffer ist noch da. So, weiter geht's. Ja, mit Kopfschmerzen hau dich mal in die Kiste und penn dich aus. July in the Wings. Es ist schon 12:57 Uhr. Mann, die arme Trucy, musste nicht morgen in die Schule? Jetzt wäre es tatsächlich interessant zu wissen, wann das spielt. Kann man das irgendwo sehen? In welchem Jahr? Ace Attorney, Apollo, Justice. (2025) angeblich. Das heißt, 2025, 8. Juli, wäre ein Dienstag. Also da muss... Gleich kommt das Jugendamt, echt mal hier. Wer macht denn ein Konzert am Dienstag? Does something seem different to you, Apollo? Something is definitely here. Different here. Echt? Mir fällt gerade gar nichts auf. Let's check it out. Ich kann mich ja mal umgucken, aber ich weiß gar nicht, was jetzt großartig different sein soll. I'm not sure that's all that's important right now. Let's check out that thing in the middle of the stage. What? Wovon redet sie denn? Das Ding da? That stage there must have been lowered before. Ach, war das vorhin unten? Hab ich gar nicht drauf geachtet. Christian sagt immer noch nicht, ob ich mir ein Bier aufmachen soll. Ich mach's jetzt einfach. That's the tower that Lameroy and Prosecutor Gavin were singing on. Someone must have raised it. Okay, da habe ich vorhin nicht so drauf geachtet. Weil, da waren ja auch, wir haben uns mit Klavier und so unterhalten. Aber ich schätze, das bedeutet, dass dieses Ding hier hinten vorhin unten war. Lass mich raten, da liegt jetzt die Leiche oben drauf. I don't see a way to control it from here. Apollo, what about that ladder there against the wall? We could use that to take a look up top. Maybe we should get Emma. What are you talking about? We have to see this sort of thing for ourselves. I'm not so good with heights. Stop whining and start climbing. It didn't look that high from below, really. But when we got to the top, I felt every one of those 15 feet down. Of course, I wasn't thinking about the height anymore. Not after what we found up there. We found two things we were looking for and one thing we never expected to find. Two things we were looking for. Die Gitarre? Wonach suchen wir denn noch? Gut, wir suchen nach der Leiche, also nehme ich an, wir finden auch noch die Leiche da. Aber es muss ja auch noch irgendwas da sein, womit wir nicht rechnen. What? What the what? Aber hey, guck mal, was der letzte Teil vom Song noch sagt. Guitar, guitar, up together to the sky. What the The body, guitar in hand, and the pianist Matsutobae. Just why?